y'all. It's VJ.
It's Jen.
And this is
A Sip
and a Shot Shooters. And we're here. We're just going to keep it real. This is the fourth thing we've done today. And liquor has been flowing.
And
it's a nasty ass drink. But
this drink is called Sex in the Driveway. We do not like it, but we keep drinking it because we're alcohol abuse. We don't want to waste it.
Cheers to the good.
Cheers to the bad.
Cheers to all the things we
wish we had. Oh, I'm missing a little.
We didn't finish from the last episode. It's not bad now. We done sprayed that shit up. It's not bad now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
what are we talking about, Jane?
This topic is there's a post online, I think it was Facebook, where this woman talked about how she used college as a place to find a husband versus a place to like have fun and like
get
focus.
A liberal arts type degree.
Yes, get a liberal arts type degree. She said that she like hung around the law, building, and science and tech instead of having a hot girl summer, and that her degree was for the purpose. She went into a degree field with the purpose of being able to help her husband with his business.
So she said she has an MBA in finance, accounting. She has a CFE, a CAMS, and a CPA. And she works for her husband. And
she's been married for, I think, 4 years.
Yeah, she's 26.
26, married for 4 years. Don't know what the fuck the question is. I don't even know. Like, as we get into this, I'm like, I can summarize it. Do I know what the question is? I feel like I'm back in school.
Well, what do you think? Do you think you should have operated in the way that she did? Like, do you think you should have gone to college with the sole purpose?
No. With the purpose of finding a
husband?
I don't think so. But, I mean, first of all, we'll say this. To each their own. We don't care. That's how our podcast. We're not going to judge you for making whatever decision you feel is best for your life. You like it. We love it. I don't think so, because at the point where I was in life, I needed that experience to become myself.
But you don't think that if you were married and you found your forever person in college, you would see? Here's the thing. Let me also say this: the person who wrote this post was white and Asian. Black people have this idea,
and
that you need to like help, or like we don't marry with the idea of them elevating us, but like we're gonna meet each other where we are and build together. Other cultures are like, no. If I'm marrying you, you need to be taking me to another level.
Yeah, we have to. It's like it's being taught to marry up, and that's not how it is typically in Black culture, where it's like you marry at your level or maybe a little above, but you are both working to get to a higher place. But looking back on my college years as a 30-year-old, as an adult, I think I was not in a place where I could have been married and have been mature enough to handle all the things that marriage comes with. Even though I think certain things in marriage are thrust upon you, like greatness is thrust upon you, I think that spending my time in college, after being in high school, and I wasn't somebody that went and partied a lot, I didn't go out a lot, I didn't experience the world. I think finding myself in college is what I needed to do, because I feel like the Lord has a plan, and that plan works out as needed. Do I think people can go to college and find a husband? Sure.
Yeah, and a lot of people do.
They don't
get married like right away, but they do find their husbands in college.
I have a lot of couples that I've done weddings for that meet in college, or now they're meeting on social media, online, Bumble, Tinder, whatever. I always love when somebody's like, we met on Bumble, and I'm like, girl, I don't know what you're swiping on me. I need to broaden my horizons.
I think for me, I went to college thinking I already had my husband.
Yeah.
That was the day for me. Like, I thought I already had my husband, and this was like, I'm gonna create my life, he's gonna create his life, and then we're gonna bring our lives together. And when that did not happen, husband was the last thing on my list. I'm going to have a good time. I'm not like no strings attached. And I think that's a benefit for a woman also, because what you see is a lot of women, I don't know if I think the divorce rate is lower,
It
but
is.
the divorce rate was super high among our parents' age.
Yes.
And I think that's because women were taught, like, you need to find a husband, you have to find a husband, because they're on, like, the tail end of
baby
you
boomers.
have to
It's like
have a husband.
Yes.
And you miss out on all the opportunities you could have had, or not all, some of the opportunities that you could have had in your life.
Yeah.
Because you're not thinking, oh, I gotta find a husband. Like, I have to do this so I get a husband. I have to do that so I get a husband. And I stick around for bullshit because I have to have a husband.
And then it's like, I don't think there was a lot of opportunity to become who they are as an individual in their life. So it's like you go to find a husband, and then you have kids, and then your life is about those kids, and then after those kids are gone, you're like, who am I? What am I gonna do?
And you go through the midlife crisis.
Yes.
So I feel like people in our generation
are like,
skip the midlife crisis.
Who am I?
Right now.
Husband, kids. Like, husband, kids, a little dicey.
Husband, wife, kids. You know, either or, because I think men go through the same thing.
Yeah.
They're finding themselves. I've learned now more than anything, men are finding themselves too without having a wife.
Yes. And then people are able to get into relationships knowing who they are and what they expect, and having kids. That's what I was like, kids and marriage are intertwined now. On the timeline. Yeah. Like, people will be like...
For you, they're intertwined?
No, I'm saying there's a lot of babies, not a lot of marriages.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Intertwined. The timeline's intertwined. Not that there's anything wrong with, like, I don't care. Whatever. Yeah. But it's... And that also goes into the thing where there's been a post where it's like, why are so many men single and having a hard time finding a wife? And it's like, men now have to be somebody that people are interested in. Like, you have to be...
Because it's not a necessity to have.
It's not now.
I feel
a lot
like
of women
we're
have
talking
degrees.
as, like, single women. Like, if we had men, we might be like, we need our men. We have to have our men. What would we do without our men? And I'm like, listen, bitch,
but I mean, it's
good.
a need in a different sense than
It's
it
a need
used to
in
be.
a different, yeah.
Where it's the woman in the relationship was the homemaker. She was not working. She was not permitted to work. And if she was working, it might have been looked down on.
Or she's still young, and once she
has
gets
a
married,
family,
she's
gonna
working.
stop working. Or she has a job that's very minimal in the needs of her career.
Household.
Yeah, like in a household.
And now it's like women are breadwinners.
Yes, like women are breadwinners, and we're working, and we're out there.
We're buying homes. We can have our own credit cards. We lead a life that doesn't make a man a necessity. Let me say again, I need a man in my life.
I want a man in my life.
I have a desire and a need for a man in my life.
Yes.
I'm not gonna.
I mean,
I don't need them financially.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not a need where it's like, if I don't have a man, I don't know how I'm gonna live on my own. I don't know how I'm gonna raise.
That, no.
But that's what, like, a lot of people online are like, oh, when I say need, it's my life cannot go on without this person there.
No, I don't think so. Well, I get what you're saying, but when I say I need a man, I have a desire and a need for a man, testosterone, commitment in my life. Like, I had a debate with someone like years ago. I was like, do you want a man or do you need a man? I'm like, I need that.
Come on in.
Come on in.
Come on in, young man. Come on. Nope. Right in the middle of the couch.
What's going on here?
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Friend,
Oh,
Reggie.
shit.
Yeah, we're mid-recording.
Yo, I did not know that
Yeah.
was official. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's ask you this. What do you think about marrying up?
What does that mean?
Okay. Having a woman who is, like, say for instance, you make $150,000 a year and she makes $40,000 a year.
Let's give her 75.
Let's give her 60.
Okay, 60.
That's $60,000 a year. So if she marries you, technically she will be marrying up.
Oh, okay.
Would you marry a woman? Would you marry a woman like that?
That was
Making less
that
than you?
less amount than you.
yeah, sure. Why not?
Now, would you marry a woman who's making more than you?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Jane, would you marry a man
that much less?
that was making that much less than you?
I don't think so, but I think that's the difference between what men and women are taught. Would you marry a man that's making that much less than you?
Like if he was making 60 and I was making 150?
Uh-huh.
Now? No.
Whenever. like I think it's the difference between what men and women are taught, where men are taught to be the breadwinners, and women are taught that men are the breadwinners, and black women are like, I can do everything on my own. I don't need a man for X,
but
Y,
can
and
a
Z.
black man handle a woman making that much more? It's not black women. Can a black man handle, like, if you were making $60,000 and a woman you were dating or wanted to marry was making $150,000, $200,000 more than you were making? Can you handle that? Like, because it's a power.
Yes.
It switches in power.
Yeah, I mean, I could personally. I mean, shit, I feel like I done came up, but
some people have that issue.
Yeah, like I just think like, I mean, I know like, especially in the United States, relationships, especially marriages, rely when problems come into play. A lot of times it's financials, so.
Taylor's coming down. I don't know if you can see it there.
No, she's off camera.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she doesn't want to be in it.
Okay. What is she?
Where the what was?
In the garage or in the door? Okay. We're gonna wrap this conversation up pretty soon. What else are we talking about?
I think that was really.
Reggie, we have to have you come for like a full episode.
Yeah, full episode.
I'm gonna pull up on you.
And we're gonna make you a drink.
Oh man,
We're gonna make you a sip and a shot.
Yes.
Oh man.
Now we can talk about whatever. We'll figure it out.
All of that.
Y'all like the female version of Do Some Arrow.
I like that. Okay.
Like that.
All right. We'll take that.
Okay. You want to wrap it, V?
Let's wrap it. It's VJ.
Oh shit, I wasn't ready. It's Jane.
And this is
A Sip and a Shot. Bye.